What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. I get where Smitty coming from when he was talking to Kat. Like, solving crimes is definitely not a game. It's not entertainment. It's not a joke. Like, it's real consequences to it. So I get exactly where Smitty is coming from. But Kat is good at it. Like, she's genuinely good. Shit, she better than the actual police department when it comes to solving crimes. You know, I see why she's all into true crime and stuff, and she wants to start her own podcast. Like, she wants the first episode to be about Lynette, and she wants Smitty to be, you know, her guest on a podcast. I like it. I like that idea. She's damn good at it. Because I'm the same way. Like, for me, I love true crime stories. I have a knack for it. Like, I love listening to true crime. You know, some of the cases are pretty graphic, you know, but I don't know. I'm just drawn to true crime stuff, so I can see why Kat is into it. But she's genuinely good at the shit, so I don't blame her. So anyway, moving on from that, Haley over here acting a plum fool. She's sitting over here hiding the poison all up in her little bosom. Because when Bill came to give her a little squeeze, she's sitting there acting a fool. Her excuse for him, you know, copping a feel or whatever was so corny. She's sitting there talking about she didn't want the country club staff to see him copping a feel. You're his wife. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm pretty sure all the staff know that y'all are married, obviously. You got married at the club. Like, all the staff know that y'all are married. So why would it be a bad thing for him to cop a feel? Because, of course, you know, she covering it up because of, the, you know, where he was doing it. She didn't want him, you know, feeling on that poison. She over here intercepting his messages and stuff like that because he didn't even know about Jacob's accommodation ceremony. He had no idea about it because Danny was wondering where the hell he was at and why he wasn't there to support them. And of course, you know, Haley intercepted it and declined, basically, on his behalf. Like, Bill sitting there acting like it's not a big deal, but he talking about, oh, moving forward, don't do things like that. You mean moving forward, don't do things like that? Like, Bill can't be this stupid. Haley been moving real funny, and it's like he's not picking up on any of it. Like, none of the red flags. And then she's sitting there spiking his tea in the middle of the damn country club. Like, how sloppy can you be? Like, damn, she wasn't even slick about the shit. Like, you just doing it all out in the open in the middle of the club. Any waiter could have walked by and saw that shit. She's sloppy. She need to do better. She's sitting over there talking about, oh, the Duprees, they treat you like poop. No, Danny is simply holding a mirror up to his face, letting him know all the little shady stuff that he done over the years that he needs to atone for. You know, she's sitting there stroking his ego, talking about, oh, you're better, you know, you're a better man now that you're no longer with Danny. Oh, please, Danny was not the problem. You know, she had her faults, but she damn sure wasn't the problem. That man need to take a hard look in the mirror and see his error, his ways. So anyway, moving on from that. Naomi is working my soul. I'm sorry, but she is. Like, when she went to go visit with Danny or whatever to talk about her marital struggles or whatever, it annoyed me. It really did. Because I feel like, and this is just my opinion, but I feel like Naomi wants Jacob to make all the sacrifices in their marriage. What is she giving up? What sacrifices? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see how Jacob and Naomi's marriage can last. I really don't, because I feel like she wants him to give up so much of himself. What is she giving up? What is she sacrificing for him? And he's not asking her to sacrifice anything. Even when they had the pregnancy scare, that really showed that Jacob really did want to have kids. I feel like he suppressed that for her because he was in love with her. You know, he didn't want to lose her. So he gave up something that he really wanted, which you can't really compromise on. Kids is not something you compromise. Now she wants him to give up undercover work. She has to understand she married a cop. It comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's not doing undercover work, he's in a high risk job. There's risks that come with that job. You know what I mean? No matter what he's doing. That's what she signed up for. She knew he was a cop when she got with him. Like, what do you want him to do? And I agreed 1,000% with Danny. Naomi cannot stop him from being who he is. Like, you can't take away the things that make him who he is. You just can't. You got to let him be who he is. Jacob is a cop. That's what he loves doing. Stop trying to get him to change that. Like, Naomi's doing way too much. Even after the accommodation ceremony, she should have went with him to go get a drink, go talk to him or whatever. She chose to go be with Ashley. Oh, I gotta go see Ashley. That's not important right now. I understand that she's still grieving or whatever, but she got a mother. She got somebody, a support system. She got her mother. She got Shanice. Naomi does not need to be with that girl 24/7. Like, be with your damn husband. Like, you could see the trauma on Jacob's face. That man is going through it. And she needs to learn how to be there for him more instead of whining and complaining. Because when they got to the ceremony, Jacob was just in a straight up foul mood. This man was in no shape to deal with this at all. He didn't want to. You know, even when Marcel was just breaking his balls, like, he just went off, had a whole attitude. He snapped at his mother when she wanted to take more family photos. Oh, enough of the pictures. I said, well, damn. Like, he is just going through it. You know, he needs intense therapy. Like, I understand that he's locked in. Like, he wants to take down everybody on that red market ring. I get it, but I don't think he should be going back into undercover anytime soon. Like, he needs time to shake off that, Rashad character for a while, and get that Derek stuff out his head. So apparently, I guess he can go back into undercover, because I was wondering how that was going to work. I'm like, how he supposed to go back into undercover? Shouldn't everybody already know who he is by now? But Elon made it clear that he didn't want anybody snapping photos at the ceremony or whatever, because due to Jacob's undercover work, they need to keep him out the media and stuff like that. They don't want his face plastered all over any blogs. Understandable. But that man need help. And I seen what people were saying though about the chemistry between him and Kat. I couldn't even deny it my damn self. I said, yeah, I kind of see it. I ain't even gonna lie. I do see some chemistry. I do. But do I think they will go there with them? No. It would be very soap drama for them to do it, but I feel like the Duprees need some friction within their family. I feel like they do. Do I think they need that kind of friction? Maybe not, but I could see it though. I really kind of can. I could see Jacob and Kat, but I love that she was there for him. She offered that man a drink. She listened to him, gave him a comforting hug. I could see the way that they were hugging. I could see somebody walking in like Naomi and, interpreting the hug a little wrong. I could see that, because the hug was kind of like, even though it was innocent, but from the outside looking in, you would think like, what y'all doing? You know what I mean? That's how I seen it at first. I was like, yeah. Like, I wonder if they tested in the waters. Like, I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on from that. Oh, speaking of Marcel, this fool had a mug. He done got Jacob a coffee mug. That shit had 2 stars on it. I said, well, damn. I love that mug though, because you could tell he was throwing a little fun light shade at Jacob. I found it funny. But Jacob wasn't in the mood. But anyway, so Leslie, she need to understand boundaries. She really do. She needs to understand her role, because popping up in Eva's apartment like that, I would have to tell her, listen, you need to turn in your emergency key, because you ain't gonna be just popping up in my apartment like you ain't got no boundaries, like you ain't got no home training. And that's what annoys me with Eva. I understand that's her mother, but she just, I feel like she allows Leslie to slide on so many things that she should not be allowing her to slide on. I'm just saying. Like, she need to learn how to check that lady. Put her in her place more or something, because she just be letting her ass slide. Leslie need to go get a life. She's sitting there, oh, we don't spend enough time together. We don't hang out like that anymore. We don't this, we don't that. Girl, go get a life. I mean, Eva is busy. She has a boyfriend. She's helping to run the clinic. She's also working for Ted. Homegirl is busy. Like, she ain't got time to hold your hand every day, all day. Shit, what you expect her to do? So Darlene and Isaiah met up or whatever at Orphe Jeans. Let me say this about Darlene. I sympathize with her. Like, I kind of get where she coming from with the whole Eva situation. Like, I understand her, not being okay with her son dating Eva. I get it because of what happened a year ago and the Leslie factor. Leslie being all up around Eva 24/7, that does not help. Especially with how nasty Leslie could be. So I get why, she's not cool with her son being in their company. I get that. What Darlene needs to realize is her son is grown. The more she pushes Eva away, the more she's pushing her son away. You know what I'm saying? The more she's being disrespectful and rejecting Eva, the more Isaiah wants nothing to do with her. At the end of the day, she does not have to like Eva. She doesn't have to, but she does have to accept and respect her son's choice at the end of the day. Now, as far as Isaiah go, him threatening to cut his mother off, talking about some, because she wanted to do a Sunday dinner to celebrate Jacob. And of course, Eva wasn't invited. So that pissed Isaiah off, because how is Naomi invited, but Eva's not? She was like, well, shit, Naomi is family. She married into the family. That's different. So he wasn't here for it. He was like, well, if Eva ass ain't invited, neither am I. I'm not coming. So he threatened to cut his mother off if she don't back off the I hate Eva train. Here's my thing about Isaiah. I get that he wants his mother to like Eva. I get that, but you can't force that. Him trying to force Eva on Darlene is not a smart thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe that his mother needs to respect his choices? Absolutely. She ain't got to like it. Respect it. But because my thing with Isaiah, though, it's just, I feel like he was being a little extreme, threatening to cut his mother off over Eva. I feel like that's a bit much. And what pisses me off with Isaiah is that he sits back and he allows Leslie to not only disrespect his mother and himself, because she be talking trash about Isaiah too. Like, we've seen her talk shit about him, basically calling him broke, saying that he is not putting in much effort with Eva romantically or whatever because it's not expensive. And she literally does this stuff behind his back and in his face, and he does nothing. He says nothing. He allows Leslie to say whatever she wants to say, and he just smiles in her face and still embrace her. Eva is the one that has to stand up to Leslie and let her know, like, don't disrespect his mother, don't talk about him, don't this, that, and the third. But when Darlene says something, it's a problem. Anytime Darlene says any little thing he doesn't like, he checks her. But you're not checking Leslie, though. That's the crazy part. He just let her talk crazy. I'm sorry, but you're not going to talk crazy about my mother. Like, that's just what it is. But Isaiah allows it. So I just think it's kind of stupid. Of course, Leslie made herself known at the commendation ceremony. Homegirl was crazy as hell. She told Darlene that she needed to take cooking lessons from her son, sitting there bragging about the birthday dinner or whatever for Eva and about his culinary skills and how Darlene wasn't invited. Like, just throwing crazy shade, talking about some, he likes our company better than yours or whatever. That is crazy. So of course Darlene had to, swallow some humble pie and try to make nice with Eva, even though she didn't really want to, because she's not trying to alienate her son. But Leslie was doing too damn much. This chick's in there talking about, you better I hope you being nice to my daughter, otherwise they're gonna have to arrest me for beating your ass. I want Darlene to pop her in the mouth one good time. Like, somebody need to just bust her in her shit one good time. Then she's sitting there throwing shade at Darlene chocolate cake, Talking about that shit look dry. Somebody need to toss that out. I was like, you know what? Smack her down. I would have took that cake and popped her right in the face with it. Like, Leslie be doing too much, but she funny when she want to be, but she do too much. Darlene was sitting there asking Eva to help with the table or whatever, with the dessert table. And when Eva helped with the table, Darlene gonna come over there and fix it. I said, you know what? Eva was so annoyed. And her and Naomi, of course, was talking about how controlling Darlene can be. She can be. She could be a bit much herself. That's probably why her and Leslie don't like each other. They both kind of the same in a way. Not totally, but in some ways I could see. Both nuts when it comes to their kids. Then when they took the family photo, here Isaiah go. Oh, Eva, come get in the photo. Darlene was pissed. Darlene was not having it. She was quick to tell Eva to get out that photo. Like, she wanted to take a whole nother photo with just the family and then wanted Eva to take the picture for them. You know, Darlene crazy tail self was about to delete the photo with Eva in it. Isaiah was like, Mom, send me that photo. I said, Lord, she was about to delete the picture. I'm like, Darlene, stop it. Like, she really do not like this girl at all. I really can't stand her. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.